Hello and welcome to Agaria's Vessel. Do you like detective stories? If yes, this video is for you. This video is about Agatha Christie and this is the fifth video in the series Quill Profile. Agatha Christie was born in 1890 as Agatha Mary Clarissa. She was brought up in Torquay and she married Archibald Christie in 1914 and the marriage ended in 1926. She married Max Mallowan in 1930 and hence she is known as Lady Mallowan. She is credited with 66 detective novels and 14 short story collections. She worked as a hospital dispenser during World War I and this led to her knowledge in poisons, which we can see in most of her novels. As I have mentioned earlier, she has written 66 detective novels and 14 short story collections, so looking each and every one in detail is a little bit difficult. Now we'll look into some of the most famous and most important works of Agatha Christie. Her first work we are discussing here is The Mysterious Affairs at Style. It was written in 1916 and was published in 1920 in US by John Lane. The major characters in this novel include Arthur Hastings, Inspector Japp, and Hercule Poirot. This novel was dedicated to her mother. Hercule Poirot is a Belgian detective created by Agatha Christie. He appears in 33 novels, 2 plays, and 51 short stories which are published between 1920 and 1975. Captain Arthur Hastings is known as his Watson. Now let's look into Christie's next novel, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. It was published in 1926 and is considered a magnum opus. In 2013, British Crime Writers Association voted it as the best crime novel ever. This novel too features Hercule Poirot as the detective. Another famous novel, Murder on the Orient Express, was published in 1934. It was published in US with another title, Murder in the Calais Coach. This title was used to avoid confusion with 1932 Graham Greene novel, Stamboul Train, which was published as Orient Express. A movie based on the novel arrived in 2017. Death on the Nile is a 1937 novel. A story by the same name was also written by Agatha Christie. In the novel, Hercule Poirot is the detective, while in the short story, Parker Pyne is the detective. A 2022 film based on the novel also exists. And Then There Were None. It was published in 1939 with the title 10 Little Niggers, and the title was used till 1985 in Britain. The US title was 10 Little Indians. Agatha Christie wrote 6 novels under the pseudonym Mary Westmacott. They are Giant's Bread, which was published in 1930, Unfinished Portrait, which was published in 1934, Absent in the Spring, which was published in 1944, The Rose and the Yew Tree, which was published in 1940, A Daughter's a Daughter, which was published in 1952, and The Burden, which was published in 1956. The title of The Rose and the Yew Tree was featured on Agatha Christie's memorial statue erected at Leicester Square, London. Come Tell Me How You Live in 1946 and an autobiography in 1977 are her autobiographical writings. As mentioned earlier, Hercule Poirot was a fictional detective created by Agatha Christie. Now we'll look into another fictional detective created by Agatha Christie, that is Miss Jane Marple. She lives in the village of St. Mary Maid and she is an amateur consulting detective. She first appears in the 1930 novel Murder at the Vicarage. She appears in 12 novels. Agatha Christie wrote a famous play, The Mousetrap. It was written in 1952 and ran continuously until 16 March 2020. It was closed due to the COVID and reopened on 17 May 2021. It is the longest running West End show. See How They Run is a 2022 comedy mystery film directed by Tom George and it is based on The Mousetrap. Thank you for watching.